We're here.
Hello.
Only 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
Pretty typical. Pretty
not too bad.
accurate.
I mean, we had technical issues this time.
Well, we had technical issues, and then something drugged me getting things ready. But we'll get into that once we actually start the show. So, Nico, you were in the pre-show asking me what order. What
I'll
order
go
you guys
first.
want to go?
Zach's in the middle.
All right.
I was about to say typical order.
Yeah. So, all right. Remind me to say something about this once the show actually starts. Because about the order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
On this episode of the Culture Smash Cast,
We've got a Superman.
The Emmys have been announced.
And get your pink pumps and Geiger counters ready. It's Barbenheimer weekend.
it's the Culture Smash Cast, episode 627 for July the 12th, 2023. I'm Stephen Lackey, editor of the Culture Smash Cast. Nico?
Nicholas Qualls, contributor to Culturesmash Cast.
Tina?
Tina Qualls, contributor to Culture Smash Cast.
Evie? Zach?
That's not me. That's not me.
What?
That's a picture of you.
I'm trying.
You're trying. Wait, that's me. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I'm Zach. Let's be real.
How's that different than normal?
It's been a hell of a start to this show.
I was about to say
The struggles.
We didn't say what stories were doing who, so
Yeah.
that worked out.
Yeah, it worked out great, right? All right. Let's get into this. What did everybody get into this weekend?
We both saw Past Lives over the
Uh-huh.
weekend.
I saw Joyride last night. And, oh, hey, Steven, I finished the first book, Wool, in the Silo series.
Heck yeah. Now, tell me what you thought of that book.
I really, really liked it. But I can see definitely how the show is just going really off, off
Mm-hmm.
compared to the book. So,
And we saw a couple more episodes of the show.
yeah.
I finished it, so you guys got to let me know when you're done, and we'll have a wrap-up discussion about it.
That's good.
Especially since you've read the first book also, so we're kind of in a good
I
spot.
got number 2 coming to me. I'm like 9th in line. So,
Awesome.
And I read a biography on Stan Lee called True Believer, The Rise and Fall of Stan Lee by Abraham Reisman, which was published, I think, a couple of years ago. It was post Stan Lee's death, which is a fascinating and very depressing book.
All right. You don't see much depressing kind of stuff related to Stan Lee, so now I'm curious.
Well, it covers a lot of the dispute on who is really the creative force in 60s Marvel and creating all like the Fantastic Four and the Hulk and Spider-Man and all that stuff. Like the back and forth between Lee and Kirby and Ditko on who should really get the lion's share of the credit. So you have a lot of that stuff happening. But then you also have, unfortunately, a lot of the manipulation and elder abuse stuff that's in Stanley's latter years that it does not end on a high note.
I got you. All right, maybe I need to. If there's an audio, maybe I'll check that out.
It is. I read the audiobook. It's a fascinating book. Definitely anyone who's interested in comics history should check it out.
Well, then I have no reason not to. I have 6 credits with Audible right now. Zach, what about you, sir? I know what you did. But
Oh my
it's fine.
god, we went to a movie.
You sure did.
We went and saw The Hills Have Eyes. Or most of The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah, there were some issues with the projection, which is weird. But
Which is weird. Mm-hmm. And then I had never seen it before, so hey, that was fun. I took my girlfriend to see Creature from the Black Lagoon in 35mm 3D.
that's awesome.
This is your daily reminder that just because a film is 79 years old does not mean you can treat the theater like your fucking living room. Stop!
Stop doing that. Yeah.
I also started The Bear.
Yes, finally. I've been at you for weeks.
Yeah, for weeks. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I know. I'm going to watch Come and See this weekend.
How long have I been coming at you about that one?
Like a year.
Over a year?
Yeah.
Oh boy. 52 or 53 weeks.
That's very specific.
You told me about The Bear like 2 weeks ago, and I'm watching it now.
Are you guys watching The Bear, by the way?
I've seen the first 3 or 4 episodes of it. Like, I like it. I just fell off of my...
Oof, it's so good.
I watched 3 episodes.
It is really good.
And I kind of been hyped on it because the second season is even better, I think. So it's popping. The show is so good.
I watched 3 episodes last night. You know me.
I do. You don't binge things like that. Yeah, but that
like,
show is...
One more.
It's just so delicious.
30 minutes is a good length.
It is it's the perfect length for that show.
Yep.
Yeah, so we saw Hills Have Eyes. That was a rough weekend for me because I'm shooting video right now with a candidate running for city council here in Nashville, and he's like, "Oh, let's get some B-roll downtown Sunday morning. Call time 8:00." And I'm going to a midnight movie with Zach the night before.
Hell yeah!
Fuck it, let's go. I'll just sleep after.
It's funny because you have the 4K like right there,
and I've been trying to get you to watch it forever.
To be fair, I mean, my version of being able to watch it would have been like Shudder, a 720p.
No, you could have borrowed that 4K anytime.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't think to.
Anyway, you saw it now, and you saw how awesome it is because it's an awesome
it's
movie.
fun.
It's a great movie. My number 3, Wes Craven.
I remember junior year, we had a junior-senior lock-in, and we had somehow convinced one of the teachers to show The Hills Have Eyes on a projector in the auditorium.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So this is one of those few instances where the original is a classic. Like I said, my number 3 Wes Craven after Last House on the Left and Nightmare on Elm Street. But the remake's pretty freaking good too. I mean, the remake is solid and recommend by me. And it might even be slightly more hardcore. Like
I've heard it's really violent.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I mean, the first one has its moments, but I wouldn't say is violent. It's more disturbing.
Yeah, well, that was Wes Craven's shtick back then.
Yeah.
He followed up Last House on the Left with that. So it was more about mood, like atmosphere, and being, more.
I was about to say there's like one shot of gore in the whole movie.
And it works, boy. When you see
boy, it did it!
It works. It does.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, what I was going to say about how we choose the order of when we start the show. Every episode, we choose the order of who's doing the intros. This happened to me on a live the other day, and we're trying to discuss who was going to go in what order, and it kind of became mirrored by Human Centipede. And the decision was as accurate as you can say. First is obviously best. Being at the front of the centipede is the best. But I have decided if I can't be at the front of the centipede, I need to be in the middle.
Why?
Because I can give as much as I get. I don't want to be in the back.
I'd be in the back. At least no one's...
You still getting it?
Yeah, but no one's tonguing my asshole.
Hey, listen. If I gotta eat shit, I'm gonna feed it to somebody else.
Jesus Christ.
I don't like this allegory.
Hey, at least I'm in the front. That's all that matters.
No.
All right, so anyway, join us every Wednesday night for this compelling discussion on YouTube, Twitch, and on Facebook starting at around 6:15 without technical issues. Follow us on your favorite platform and join in the conversation live every week. Special thanks to Skinny Mixes for supporting the Culture Smash cast. Skinny Mixes are coffee and dessert syrups that are 0 sugar, 0 calorie, and 0 to 2 carbs. Head on over to skinnymixes.com and try some of their syrups, such as the white chocolate, salted dark chocolate, and salted caramel, and the variety of cocktail mixers they offer, including the margarita and the variety also of infused water fruit flavors. Use promo code CultureSmash for 15% discount on your order. So we got a little bit to discuss, so let's jump right on into the box office. Number 10 is Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. It made $2.8 million. It's made $11.6 so far. I've been so close to seeing this. I'm kind of glad I'm dodging it. Number 9 is The Little Mermaid. It made $3.6 million. It's made $289 so far. Number 8 is Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Made 5.1 million. It's made 146.8, so it's almost 147.
Can we talk real quick about how The Flash is no longer in the top 10?
Well, last week, I think it happened after the show that it came out, that they pulled it from 1,500 screens.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. Because it was to the point where Fandango was having to buy one, get one free on Flash tickets.
Oh my
so
God.
they just pulled it from over half the screens it was in.
So we'll get to Film Ball later, but the thing I want to call out is in my game I have The Flash, Indy, and Transformers. And if I had to pick which one of those would be the biggest box office, it would not have been Transformers.
No, I agree with you.
I suddenly feel very good about my Film Ball game.
Your Film Ball game got much better because of what's happening with Nico's Film Ball game.
Eat shit.
And I want to talk about that for just a minute too. Is everybody's freaking out about, they're like, oh, going to the movies is dead because look, none of these movies, these are blockbusters, they're not making money. And my response is,
any of them good?
Well, here's my response. Is they're all like C-level quality to begin with. And 2, these studios crammed the summer. If you're going to have 3 to 6 tentpole movies in the theater at the same time, they're all going to suffer. I don't know why this is such a mystery to people. It's
and
like,
also spending ungodly amounts of money. Indiana Jones costs $200 million to make.
No, it costs 300.
Yeah, 300.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So
out
the
of those 3 movies, I did enjoy Transformers the most.
Wow.
That is a sad state of
That
affairs.
is a sad state of a summer.
3. But I will say, out of Flash and Indy, I did enjoy Indy more.
Yeah. Oh. God, that's sad. But yeah, it's like, oh, it's because people don't want to go to the movies anymore. It's because people are spread across 3 or 4 movies. Guardians of the Galaxy has just not left the theater.
No.
It's still in screens,
Yeah.
So it's just dumb. I don't know why the studios
That's 10 weeks.
chose to do this. You would think they would have spread out a little bit, but hey, and some of that might be just build up, like just stockpiled movies because of the pandemic. Because I know The Flash has been in production for 3 years, so. But yeah, it's not a mystery. People need to just chill.
Also, if you make a good movie, people would fucking show up.
That's
for
true
it.
too.
I feel like Indy would have
Not
done better.
always.
I feel like Indy would have done better as a winter movie.
Yes.
It's definitely an old
Oh,
star.
you're Nico. We're losing about half of what you're saying. You started cutting
Am I
out.
back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, you're back.
I think it was just a hiccup. You guys froze for a second.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, it's definitely an old person movie in multiple ways. But it's also one that I feel like it would be one that families would go to, particularly parents and grandparents. It's like, I love Indiana Jones as a kid. We're going to go as a family and see it. So I agree, this summer is too crowded. And if I was scheduling it, I would have booted Indy to the winter.
Yeah, you make a really good point because Indiana Jones is a Thanksgiving movie.
No, it's not. It's always been a summer film.
I know it's always been, but Indiana Jones as a Thanksgiving movie this time around
That would probably be a winner.
would have popped. Yeah, because there's just too much. There's just too much. But, they think, oh, it's Indiana Jones. We're not going to bend. Somebody else has to bend. But nobody did. So now this is what we get. This is how it is.
I mean,
There's
okay,
no saving
let's throw a little dirt on this and say you want Thanksgiving, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in the month of November, we get Dune Part 2, The Marvels, the remake of... The Hunger Games, the Battle... That's what you should go up against. Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Outside of Disney's Wish and Napoleon. They should have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
They
have
should
done
have just moved Wish and done Indiana Jones.
That wouldn't have done shit for the quality, but that first opening weekend would have pumped
I
more.
don't know. Maybe a little
I would've
extra
moved
time
more.
on the visual effects.
Yeah. True. What were we going to say, Nico?
I was going to say, I would move Marvels over Wish. I
Yes.
think, I think that would work better either because they're already shifting almost all of the Marvel movies anyway. So shift Marvel till next February or even make it the May movie. But yeah, I would have just booted Indy to that season. I think it would have worked a lot better.
So we also have a lot of trailers.
Star Wars to the winter, so we might as well do it too.
Agree. We have a lot of trailers we probably need to talk about, but I didn't have time to prep for them, so we'll look at those next week. Number 7, No Hard Feelings. It made $5.4 million. It's made $40 million so far. I don't think that movie's bombing for a raunchy kind of comedy in this day and age. I think that's probably
sounds about right.
Probably pretty good money. Yeah. Number 6 is Joyride. That's new this week. It opened. What?
I was gonna say I'm seeing that movie tomorrow, but Nico was slow on the unmute button. So.
Which movie you seeing tomorrow?
No Hard Feelings.
Oh, good. We can talk about it. Finally, somebody else will see it. Number 6 is Joyride. It's new this weekend. It made $5.8 million. I'll probably see that back to back with. Oh, you saw it?
Okay. Yeah. Last night. There were some funny moments. There were some heart-wrenching, heartwarming moments. There are also some really dumbass joke moments, and I'm a sucker for comedy, but when you use the same joke over and over and over and over and over and over again, yeah.
Well, it's getting pretty good reviews, so yeah. I'm a little scared to hear. I'm a little not surprised, but scared to that because I'm going to end up seeing it. I'm probably going to see it in the double with the Insidious movie, which is probably also bad. So that's going to be a drinking day, boy.
Hey, I remember Bridesmaids getting a high rating too.
Yep, that's true.
I'm sorry, I will die on this hill and say Bridesmaids is fucking terrible.
Moving on, number 5, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, still in the top 10. Made $8 million. It's made $357.6, so it's almost $358 million.
It has now made more money than Guardians.
Yep.
Eat shit.
Number 4 is Elemental. It made $10 million. That makes it 109, almost 110 million.
It has now made more money than The Flash.
Yep. Number 3, opening new over the weekend fully is Sound of Freedom. It has made 19 million over the weekend. It's made 41.6 million.
Have you guys heard the conspiracy theories of Sound of Freedom?
Which one?
Which conspiracy theory?
How theaters are making it nigh impossible for good Christian people to see this movie.
The fuck?
Because they'll cancel tickets and be like, "Oh, our air conditioning's out," and it's they're trying to keep the message of God from being heard by making it impossible for people to see this movie. And I'm just or they could have actually had air conditioning out, which you said.
Do you know how many Christian movies are released every year?
Yeah, those kind of conspiracy theory things are happening because the people that made that fucking movie are QAnon people to begin with. So what do you expect? This movie bothers me because I see so many people that I think are sensible people on social media that are going to see it and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm so moved." But I'm like, bitch, this is linear referenced all over again. This is Hitler propaganda films that take something that matters and code it with their own shit, and you don't even see it. It's crazy to me. Set me off. What?
I remember when God's Not Dead came out and everyone's like, "Wow, it was so incredible. It was moving." And I'm like, you're fucking lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm. People get really affected on the big screen with things sometimes, and they don't think about it the right way.
Shit, it happens to me. I'll be the first one to admit it.
Well, okay. Not like this. I don't think like this. I think if you watch Sound of Freedom, you'd be like, "Fuck you."
No, I'm saying with some films,
and you're still anti-human trafficking.
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is sometimes we get lost in the sauce in our own fandom.
Fandom, yes, but this is trying to be a serious message.
Okay. Yeah. Well, do you think religion is like a fandom?
Do I think what?
Do you think religion is like a fandom?
Yeah, but no, religion is more than a fandom. There's a difference between fandom and cultdom.
Let's move on.
All right, moving on. Moving on, baby. Moving on. Number 2, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny made $27 million. It's made 122 so far. It's kind of bombing, but if you want to hear our deep opinions about that, check out last week's episode. Number 1 is Insidious, The Red Door, opening new this week. $33 million it made on its opening weekend, which I think is pretty solid money for a horror movie.
I'll be honest, I barely remembered the first Insidious, and I never watched anything afterwards. So earlier this week, I watched both Insidious and Insidious 2,
Yahtzee,
And
motherfucker.
Unfortunately, the other.
I'm proud of that joke, damn it.
It's so good.
So you watch Insidious too, right?
Yeah, with the like the dice letters. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that I saw it until Zach reminded me that I called him after and went, Yahtzee, motherfucker!
You were in the theater.
Yeah, because no one was in there, and I just totally blanked on that, because that movie is so forgettable.
It's all I remember. It's the scary violins at the end where it said Insidious 2 or whatever, and that's all I remember. I don't remember the plot at all.
The other two are they're not streaming anywhere that I have access to. So if I wanted to see them, I'd have to buy them off or rent them off Amazon.
Oh, that's not happening.
If I want to. No.
Yeah.
Hell no. I'll probably just go, honestly, to YouTube and just watch recaps, so I know kind of what's happening,
I mean,
and that's
this
it.
one is basically picking up from the end of. From what I've read, 3 and 4 deal with Elise, whereas this one is dealing back with Patrick Wilson's character, which he's not in 3 or 4 to my knowledge. So I guess
I have no clue.
I just don't get how people like these fucking movies. They're bad.
Yeah.
What else in the genre is currently in theaters?
That's true. If you really want to go see a spooky movie, that's it.
Then you gotta wait. You gotta go see The Boogeyman or The Blackening, kind of technically, or
but those movies are limited now.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm sorry you missed them.
Well, but you want to see something this weekend, then that's all you got. Or you could choose to go see a good movie that's in a different genre and see Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, which is 96% on Rotten Tomatoes
Holy
right
shit.
now. 96 it's still sitting at.
Huzzah.
I'm so hype, baby.
Yeah, Nico and I got to figure out how we want to go see it.
How we're going to split our schedule, since we have to hand off a baby each time we're seeing a movie.
I just have this visual of one of you guys in the movie, and you come out after the credits, and there's a toss of the baby, and the other person goes into the next one.
That was very close to our Guardians day. Like, Guardians was like, Tina went to go see it in the morning, came home, and then
He handed me the baby, and I was like, have fun.
Yeah, it was like half an hour of overlap, and then I left.
I love it. That's great. All right, do we have a film ball update this week?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, for the regular game, the OG crowd, in 5th place is me with $32.5 million.
Damn.
I'm very close to catching up with 4th place, which is Nathan, with $318 million.
There's under a $300 million gap. That's
$285 million gap. I can bridge that, right?
Yeah.
One good weekend. One good weekend. That's all you need.
3rd place is Nico with $339 million. Steven, you're in 2nd place with $457 million.
Whoop, whoop.
And then in 1st place is Zach with $493 million. So between 1st and 2nd, you have about a $35.5 million difference.
I'm coming for you, bitch.
It's okay, I'm good.
Damn it. You might be good, actually. I don't know what I got left.
Hell yeah.
I mean, if you had another Insidious week, that would catch you up.
Yes. I'm coming. I'm coming for you,
See,
boy.
unfortunately, the word got out that Insidious sucks, so it's gonna drop.
What was that, Tina?
For the Tiki-Taki game, in 5th place is Dustin with $115.9 million. Steven, you're in 4th place in that one with $129.2.
Damn it.
In 3rd place is Chris with $290.9 million. In 2nd place is Andrew with $474.7. And in 1st place is Jason with $630.6 million.
Yeah, that game's over, essentially. I don't see anybody dealing with that. But we'll see. We'll see. We're getting close. All right. So let's jump in to the stories.
All right. So first, no, actually, we did already talk about what's coming out. All right. So first story, we got a Superman. Woo! James Gunn's DC Cinematic Universe has casted David Cohen Sweat as Superman, Clark Kent, who can't recall ever seeing in anything, which is probably a benefit that it's he's been in stuff like that. I saw his cast listing, but nothing that really stands out, and I like that it's more of an unknown actor. Lois Lane is not unknown to me. It's Rachel Brosnahan, who is the marvelous Miss Maisel, which is a fantastic casting for Lois Lane. And we have other superheroes joining the Superman Legacy movie as well. Nathan Fillion, big name in fandom circles, Firefly, Castle, that's playing Guy Gardner, the obnoxious redheaded Green Lantern. We also have, there we go, Isabella Merced as Hawk Girl, and Edie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific. And just announced earlier today, Barry's Anthony Kerrigan will be playing as Metamorpho. So we have a lot of superhero talent that is going to be in this movie.
I don't know this actor, but yeah, he looks like Superman. Yeah, he looks right.
Yeah, the screenshot that you have particularly definitely has like kind of an S curl almost in the hair. So it's a really good look for the character. But yeah, it's like I said too, you said I don't know him from anything. So I'm sure that's fine. I have no doubt that he can act. And it's usually good. Usually Supermans go for relatively unknown. I think Henry Cavill was probably the most well-known actor because he had definitely done stuff that people had seen before.
Yeah, he was on that period show, The Tudors. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember. I think Man from U.N.C.L.E. was before Man of Steel, maybe, or maybe just after. But
it seems like it was before, but I'm not sure.
But yeah, he is at least, I guess, a bit more visual than, say, Christopher Reeve or Brendan Routh had been.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fine. I don't have any reason to doubt it. And like I said, I love the Lois Lane pick because I think she's going to just nail it.
I don't know her. Before this, I didn't know her. I started kind of digging around about her a little bit, and she looks like she's going to be a great pick. And the thing that I really like about it is she wanted this role. Like she was fighting for it before she was cast, and that's what I wanted. Someone who really wants to do it. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of excited to see Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. That might be my most exciting, my most anticipated pick, I guess. But my question is, do you think it's going to be just for this movie, or are we going to get to see him more?
No, we're going to go see them more. Part of the casting initiative for Gunn and Saverin's DC cinematic universe that we have is the idea, really building upon that Marvel idea of this is the character, this is the actor that's playing the character for every use that we're using this character for. So, like, if we have Guy Gardner in other material, animated or live action, like in a Green Lanterns project, he is our Guy Gardner to use it for. Now, I don't know what plans they necessarily have. I don't think they really went into using Guy Gardner or Hawk Girl when they announced their phase of projects. But that's the intent, is to keep seeing them and keep seeing these actors.
You would think that we would get them for some version of the Justice League.
Yeah, which I mean, all these characters they're announcing is going to be definitely Justice League-esque. I mean, we have Mr. Fantastic, we have Hawk Girl, we've got Green Lantern, we have a Metamorpho. So you're getting superheroes outside of just Superman, likely in some sort of team aspect. I'm really curious about a movie that is specifically titled Superman Legacy, involving so many non-Superman related heroes. Like he's interacting with them, but it's not like it's Superman, Supergirl, Krypto, Steel, these that are definitely tied into the Superman legacy. So I'm kind of curious how they're going to tackle that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's not, this is not an origin story, but if it's like, I don't know, looking back on adventures that we haven't seen or something.
I think it's more so showing, I don't think it's going to be like flashbacky, but I think it's going to be more of showing the legacy of Superman that the character has had in in this universe. So as opposed to starting fresh with like Man of Steel, assuming with the idea that the audience understands that Superman is this mythic character and he grows to be of such importance, they're just going to go ahead and show you here's why he's a mythic character and the legacy that he has in this universe, spilling, I guess, into his influence into these other heroes.
All right, I'm interested because I trust Gunn to do something cool. I mean, even when what he's doing gets ignored, like Blackburn, it's still a great freaking movie. What's interesting to me is like I said, I'm just hyped for Nathan Fillion because I feel like he's this generation's Bruce Campbell. He's like the biggest missed opportunity in Hollywood for so many things that he could have done that he didn't get casted for.
Yeah.
And this is a role he could have done 15 years ago.
I think the analogy to Bruce Campbell is a pretty good one. And it's not like he hasn't worked. He's been on, in addition to, the one season of Firefly movie that we got, he has been on 2 long-running shows. Like The Rookie is in, I don't know what season now, but Castle ran for years.
Yeah, and that's why it makes it even more of a reflection of Bruce Campbell, because Bruce Campbell had to go to TV. I mean, he did 1 season of Briscoe County, which is kind of like Firefly, and was misunderstood just like Firefly was. And then he did Burn Notice forever, and then he went in and did the Evil Dead series.
I still loved Nathan Fillion during the last writing strike when him and Felicia Day and Neil Patrick Harris did Dr. Horrible sing-along vlog.
I love Dr. Horrible. Yeah, that was back in 2008. So I'm happy that, and I think Gunn is a good person to understand how to use Nathan Fillion the right way, because he's like Bruce Campbell in that way too. He's his character. He's who he is.
And I think Fillion is in his stable house now after his appearance in Guardians 3.
Agree. Yeah, because he was really entertaining in Guardians 3 too. So I'm actually slowly starting to anticipate this project after seeing all this stuff. The casting looks good. All the people look interesting that's being cast. So I have hope. Redeem yourself, Warner Brothers and Disney. Redeem yourself.
They won't.
They might. Well, I had a conversation with somebody about this too, talking about, I guess, the difference. An analogy a comparison was made with how we have 5 superhero characters already casted for Superman Legacy, and which has only been ostensibly in development not even a year, because like Gunn just took over like earlier this year or whatever. And whereas Fantastic Four on the Marvel side has been announced for over a year at this point, and we still don't have anything about Fantastic Four. And I just get the feeling that Gunn's enthusiasm for the project, it might be manufactured because, I mean, it is his job to promote these as the producer. But I think there is an earnest enthusiasm, which with Marvel, everything just feels manufactured. There is no real excitement with the franchise, honestly, anymore.
Yeah, I agree. It does feel stale. Now, my feeling about Fantastic Four, though, is they love to just pop a character into the zeitgeist all of a sudden in a post-credit scene or something like that. So I'm sure that the Fantastic Four is probably casted. I feel like they're
waiting for like the post-credit scene for Marvels.
Yeah, they're locking that down because they want it to be like a water cooler discussion thing whenever people do see it. But yeah, even with that said, I feel like you said, I think the enthusiasm is flatlined a little bit right now. Marvel desperately needs to bring in a bunch of new talent to do stuff and let them have the reins a little bit. But that's probably not going to happen because Disney, Disney has the iron fist.
Well, yeah, because they own all Marvel.
It's true. They own half of the world, and they're slowly trying to buy the rest of it.
They literally own Iron Fist.
Yeah.
They literally do own Iron Fist. They do. All right, cool. I know Zach has no opinion on this, but I knew that Nico and Tina would have thoughts. Tina, do you have any opinion on any of this in particular?
I'm interested on seeing this new Superman. Like you said, he definitely looks Superman-y. I'm with Nico on Lois Lane. Like, we fucking loved Marvelous Miss Maisel, so I'm hoping they bring that sassiness from that character into Lois Lane. Because one of my favorite things about Lois Lane is she's a reporter who gives no shits, and she doesn't take any shits, and she's like, fuck you guys. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no Superman. So I'm looking forward to that. The rest we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I agree.
But this is like maybe some aloe vera, maybe.
I'm with you though. If they're gonna cast somebody great for Lois Lane, they better be planning to do something with her other than just make her a damsel in distress. Because
like I'm tired of seeing damsel in distress Lois Lane.
I agree. Because that is not what Lois Lane is in the comics nowadays.
Or worse yet, Justice League, balm to calm the storm of Superman. Like, no, she's not there just to be the fucking
All right. Well, moving on.
All right. Barbie and Oppenheimer seem to be proving the old saying, opposites attract. A week and a half out from both movies' July 21st release, their combined magnetic pull is reportedly bringing in loads of people to the theater for a novel movie-going experience. We'll have more exact numbers when the movies are actually out, but there's already an early sign of interest. According to AMC, 200,000 of its stubs members have already booked the two movies back-to-back. Barbie, of course, is inspired by the popular toys created by Mattel.
Wait.
Sure
I don't think you said what movies, right? Did she?
Yeah, Barbie and Oppenheimer.
You sure it's 200,000?
Oh, no, it's 20,000, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 200,000.
Yeah.
A little different.
Little different.
I have coffee and it's not working, okay?
Yeah, me too.
All right, anyway, Barbie, directed by Greta Gerwig. It's Barbie. It's the Mattel Barbie. Going head to head against Oppenheimer, which is from Christopher Nolan. Thank you. I can fucking read.
We killed her. We killed her flow. We killed her flow.
Yeah.
You threw off the Emperor's groove.
I usually that's my job in this relationship.
It's a docudrama that explores the life of J. Robert Oppenheimer, inventor of the atomic bomb. Collectively, the two movies have come to be known by fans as Barbenheimer, the double feature for the ages, and led some fans to question which movie they want to go see. Some moviegoers are going to indulge in the shenanigans of the Himbo Ken and opt for the war drama of Oppenheimer. Which one would you choose?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand the problem.
I'm trying to talk Nico into letting me do the double feature with my brother.
No, you're not abandoning me.
I'm going to continue to try and talk Nico into letting me do the double feature.
So I like seeing fan-made Barbenheimer Hopper posters.
Yes.
Yeah, I love them.
My favorite is the one with the hat.
Yeah.
Where it's Oppenheimer on one side and Barbie on the other with her pink cowboy hat. And they're both like looking down. It's like split screen to where it matches. It's beautiful. Gorgeous. Work of art. MoMA, here we come.
I mean, we're seeing Oppenheimer first, but I mean...
Yeah, you haven't committed whether you're...
I tried to look for your seat. I couldn't find it. You said it was, like, what, 6 p.m.?
6:10, I think?
Okay.
Or something like that?
At what theater?
The same theater.
And row 3?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't see you.
Oh, I like this one.
Otherwise, I would have just gotten my ticket.
Here we go. Let me put this up. If you're listening to the audio, this should inspire you to come join the video because look at... I got this one right here. There you go.
Oh, shit.
I love that poster. That's hilarious. I wish more like...
Yeah, bitch, you don't have a seat in C.
I wish studios would actually do more like of this kind of cross marketing and not just leave it to the fans because I just think it's a fun...
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
But call Patrician, or we have to be the most, prestigious level of confidence in our product. It's like, dude, Doom Eternal came out and Animal Crossing, the new one, came out the same day. and this shit happened again. Like, because it was like a bunch of beefy guys going like, can I get a copy of Animal Crossing? You get the little girl comes in, one for Doom Eternal.
See, that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, and
that just gives me more hype for things, you know? Anyway, Regal, unfortunately, is not as creative. It's like AMC seems to be the one struggling more, but they're the more creative with these kind of things. You know? I don't get it. They get the cool popcorn buckets, damn it. They do these cool double features. What's Regal doing? Nothing.
Occasionally you get a double.
Occasionally. Yeah. So annoying.
So AMC is only struggling because they're spending so much money trying to keep Nicole Kidman in that abandoned theater.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, you might be right about that. They got to feed her well.
I love that. I love that bit now because that's just like
That's our bathroom time.
that's the bathroom break. It's like because it gets into like AMC does their trailers, and then it's the whole you can see all these movies for free or something on our AMC Stubs Pro account.
And then as soon as
Yep.
you see the reflection of the AMC in the puddle, go pee.
Yeah, and it's Nicole Kidman. So you have two basically AMC ads back to back in every movie. Like right after the trailers, right before the movie, and it's like plenty of time. Bathroom break, refood popcorn, whatever.
Even more so if you're in Dolby because then it's AMC Stubs, AMC Nicole Kidman, and Dolby.
Man, as bad as people want to complain about that Nicole Kidman thing, I got to remind you, look at what they have in Regal.
God
it's terrible.
Damn it.
It's so bad. I feel bad for the actor that posted the video on his YouTube because people just ripped into it. It's
I haven't
just
been
so
to a
bad.
Regal in so long I have no idea what you're talking about.
At least the AMC one, there's been some good, like, people come out and they edit it to where she's watching the scene where Lady Gaga is getting railed in House of Gucci. Mm-hmm. And it just keeps getting louder until she's completely drowned out by just the sounds of what's going on screen. It's funny.
The funny thing to me about it though is like when we were in Ireland and we went to I forget the name of the theater chain, but it's like the same AMC company owns the chain that was in Ireland, and so it's the same thing except they swap out all the AMC branding for whatever this theater chain is. But it's
Nico
still,
and I were cracking jokes.
it's still Nicole Kidman. And it's like I see this like Nicole, this theater chain isn't even in your hometown. You go to I know what theater you go to because I
She has the power.
Fury Road.
And I just want to check here.
What? Yes.
The Regal Theater intro. Mm-hmm. How long is that fucking ad?
I don't know. It feels like it goes on forever.
It feels like 3 minutes.
It does.
The AMC one is like 45 seconds. The Regal one's like a minute.
Yeah, and it's literally
it feels like 3 minutes.
it's
long.
so cringy, but it is a great time to go pee if you need to pee.
Yeah.
So
Also, if Regal could
He
fix
says,
the
why don't you guys just pee in the diaper like he does?
hey, I might have to with Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
if Regal could fix that fucking audio pop when they talk about joining the team
Having a
with
job.
the jobs.
Yeah.
There's an audio pop in your fucking video.
Yeah, and
Fix that.
For a long time, we thought it was just the speaker system in the screening room, and then we start paying attention. Oh no, it's in every theater, in every stadium, in every
IMAX
theater.
and,
Yeah, it pops. It's just pop,
Are you interested in getting a job at Regal?
pop.
Pop. It's like whoever edited that, you need to go back and go to the 3 frames, get your little keystone for your audio wavelengths,
They
and
can't
create.
though. They need people. They're hiring.
Yeah, they don't have someone to do that.
It's so sloppy. As a video editor, I'm like, you need to fucking go back and just re-export the file.
They do.
Oh
Fuck.
God, you need a job at Regal.
It's literally.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine Zach goes in and applies to be a video editor, and they give him a job as a ticket taker? They're like, nah, bitch, tear tickets.
I'm not even joking. It's a 3-second fix. It's just embarrassing.
I know it is a 3-second fix, but then they gotta ship it out to all the theaters and blah 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 whatever.
Send it out via digital download.
I know.
How big is that file? 50 meg?
Oh,
100
no, it's
meg?
probably
A gig?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, a gig. Like, you download that, and you're done in, like, 15 minutes.
Yeah. I agree.
Like, fuck you.
But in the meantime, we need to move on.
It's so fucking awful. Anyway.
Because as of today, in TV, the official Emmy Awards nominations have been released. And I did the work of sharing the entire list with Nico, hoping he would just pick out the good shit.
Yeah, no, because we got the Strictly.
You funny.
Also, we have a lot of fun covering the Oscars. I mean, we mostly talk about movies more than TV, although we do talk about TV shows a lot. I don't care about the Emmys nearly as much. I think a lot of it, too, is also because the Emmys just cover so much stuff. And
I don't think I even sent you, like, I think I left out all the, like, variety stuff. I left out all the reality stuff. I pre-edited a little bit and cut all that junk out.
Yeah.
It's just, the categories are just so huge that it's hard to dig into it. But I know there's some streaming shows and some genre shows that do matter to us. That's why I dropped them in there.
I'm confused on the comedy, because for Outstanding Comedy, they have Wednesday. And I'm like, I wouldn't...
That's not a funny show.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be.
So, yeah, it's definitely in the vein of the CW drama, like Riverdale and stuff. So putting it in comedy is an odd category. I mean, but it's also it shows that it tries to cover more content, like, so that way you're gonna have more outstanding blanks than just top movie. But doing that, it doesn't do it well enough, I guess. And it's just so, I don't know. I just don't care as much about the Emmys. This year's definitely going to be interesting. So let's go over, outstanding dramas. I think has some really cool shows in it. Andor, if that wins, I will flip my shit because I love Andor.
I was going to say Andor is, no one's talking about Andor, and Andor is actually good Star Wars, which we haven't really had.
You've ruined you've killed the cow.
No, Andor's still good.
No,
we can't do this for every show.
Of Star Wars. It doesn't matter that you were able to get the filet mignon out.
I made a mistake. We can't go down the Star Wars lane. Continue.
But a lot of these shows also it's been a while. The next Better Call Saul ended like months ago, so that ostensibly probably should win the category, but a lot of people probably aren't thinking about it. The Crown, House of Dragon, Game of Thrones, the prequel series House of Dragon, The Last of Us, Succession, The White Lotus, Yellow Jackets. So that's drama.
I think Succession's going to win because of all the hype.
I think Succession is going to win. I think Better Call Saul should win. My pick for winning would be Andor. But I think you're going to get a lot of these canceling each other out when you get into the actors categories. Like, for instance, in lead actor in a drama, you have 3 Succession actors. Very likely to cancel each other out, which they should anyway, because Bob Odenkirk should win that for Better Call Saul. And you have similar stuff in the in the comedy aspect too. Outstanding comedies, we have Abbott Elementary, Barry. So Barry, Rap, that's an ending show. The Bear. Also,
that should win.
Pick for a comedy.
The Bear is not a comedy. That's not a comedy.
Yeah. I mean, I got a chuckle like twice.
Yeah.
That's not a comedy.
It's a drama, for sure.
Then you also have Jury Duty, The Marvelous Ms. Maisel, so it's also a series ender show. Yep. Only Murders in the Building, Ted Lasso, another series ender show, and Wednesday. So you have 3 shows that ended the series for outstanding comedies. So oftentimes award shows like these like to recognize the last season as basically the culmination. It's the return of the king effect of the Oscars. Mm-hmm. So they're going to cancel each other out a lot in the lead categories.
For sure.
You have 2 supporting actresses in Ted Lasso probably going to cancel each other out. You have Bill Hader and Barry's going to also cancel out Jason Sudeikis and Ted Lasso. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they go with, but I don't know. I just am not as interested in the Emmys as much.
And it's literally because, and I agree with you. I only put it in here because it's in the conversation right now. But I agree with you, and it's because it feels. This is weird to say, but it almost feels like too easy to win something, I guess, because there's so many fucking categories that you can be nominated. Barry is going to win something because it's in every category, and there's like 70 of the categories, it feels like. So if they would consolidate everything down a little more, I think it would be much more interesting.
If Zach wants to rant about Star Wars stuff, we go over to Outstanding Limited or Anthology Series, where for some unknown reason, Obi-Wan Kenobi is nominated.
What the fuck?
That show sucks. I'm sorry.
It's garbage.
It doesn't matter because looking at this, the beef is probably going to win.
I'm really surprised too that like as popular as like the Yellowstone franchise seems to have gotten pretty much snubbed by the Emmys. I expected at least the 1923 one, to be nominated. That's the Harrison Ford one, the Helen Mirren one. Harrison Ford doesn't get a nom for like limited series actor. That would be a great person to play.
Yeah, because he might come and like people would watch for that.
Yeah,
that's not why you should nominate somebody, but I know that happens sometimes.
Now, I think something interesting dichotomy of like quality in a genre. Outstanding made for television movie. We have Dolly Parton's Mountain Magic Christmas, Fire Island, Hocus Pocus 2, Weird, the Al Yankovic story, and Prey, the Predators movie.
So Prey is going to win.
Prey should win, but is Prey a made-for-TV movie?
It was released on Hulu.
Yeah, it's definitely the best in the list.
Yeah.
I mean, but Hocus Pocus fucking 2?
Yeah, I didn't watch it. It looked terrible.
Shit.
It was bad. It was bad.
This is...
I mean, I watched Fire Island. It was fine.
Yeah, people liked it. I didn't see it.
It was what I feared it would be. It was something funny, and then they went, fuck it, we're just doing romantic comedy. And it went down the tubes.
Yeah. All right. Prey better win.
Dude, if Prey loses, that'd be sad. That'd be sad.
So I'm just scrolling through to see if anything else pops out at me. I mean, there's a lot of really great genre shows that are nominated. I just don't know.
I don't watch TV, so I don't know any of this shit.
I think people are going to be. I think Ted Lasso fans are going to be disappointed because I actually finished the series and the third season is not as strong as the other two. So
I understand that the season finale was divisive.
Yeah, I'm okay, I guess, with the overall finale, but the quality of season 3 compared to the rest, there's good moments in it, but it's not as good as the first 2 seasons. So I don't think it's actually gonna run away with a lot of stuff. If it does, it's just because of the other opponents. But I foresee the quality of that third season and the fact that so many people in the cast are nominated in the same categories. Like I'm looking at 2 in supporting actor, 3 in guest actress in a comedy for Ted Lasso. It's like, they're all canceled out.
Mm-hmm. Looking at it though, at how convoluted it is, I think it could be pretty funny to gamify it though. It would be hard to win this.
It would be very hard. It would be a lot different than our Oscar game.
It really would. We should think about it. I don't know if we're ready for that this year.
I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, you're gonna lose anyway.
God, I don't want to lose.
I'm stuck on the Harrison Ford thing too. Jason Segel for Shrinking is nominated for lead actor. Harrison Ford could have got supporting actor for that one.
Yep.
Go for Harrison Ford at all.
And he's actually on a good tear right now. He's actually acting well, which I think for a while he kind of flatlined a little bit, like he just wasn't interested in what he was doing. And I feel like he's got this new zeal about him, so I would want to throw him a bone.
I'm hoping the general reaction to Indy 5 isn't going to dampen that. Like he is
that would suck.
The best part of Indy 5. So I want him to stay in this momentum.
And I think he and that's the only reason that Indy 5 is still, to me, after some thought, is still better than Crystal Skull, because he's just so much better in it than he was in Crystal Skull, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch them all, though. I've decided. I'm going to binge watch the entire franchise,
Yeah.
including Crystal Skull.
Don't do it.
I'm going to do it.
Don't do it.
I'm going to do it. Any other highlights that stood out to you?
Nah, I don't care.
All right. This week on Blu-ray, there's a lot of shit out. Beau is Afraid is on Blu-ray in 4K. Scream 6 is on Blu-ray 4K in
Beau is Afraid is on 4K?
I thought so. Maybe not. It's not.
That's news to me.
I thought it was.
That's fucking news to me.
Well, I don't care because it's not good. Scream 6 is on Blu-ray 4K and Steelbook if you can find it. Sisu is out on Blu-ray and 4K and in a 4K Steelbook if you can find it. After Hours finally came out in Blu-ray and 4K from Criterion so that I can buy it as part of the Criterion sale, which I'm very happy about.
Also, no, Beau is Afraid is not on 4K because A24 is going to A24.
Well, then it'll come out on 4K in like 3 months on a basic version that no one
so
wants.
if you're like wanting to get Beau is Afraid, hold.
Yeah, I would hold on that too.
Yeah.
But I've still been waiting a long time on some 4Ks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still waiting.
I'd like to get that X. Like to get that,
Ladybird.
Ladybird needs
Yeah.
a 4K. Anyway, also The Burning is out on 4K, and if you haven't seen that, that's a fun movie. And
is a fun movie.
Invaders from Mars is out on 4K. So there's a lot of stuff. And it was Prime Day. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation is on 4K in a Steelbook if you don't already have that. Same old 4K, it's just in a Steelbook. Did you guys buy anything for Prime Day? Oh, I think we lost them for a second.
Well, no,
Am I the only one that...
Nothing media related.
We got a toaster.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, did you? A poster?
A toaster.
Toaster.
A toaster. Oh, okay.
Food, yeah, bread. No, I looked at it. I tried to look up, Blu-ray deals, and I didn't really see anything that really caught my eye.
I mean, I love to have that Lord of the Rings trilogy in 4K, but the 4Ks just aren't that good.
The
There's
discs
a better
are
deal for
literal
the
encode
illustrated
issues.
book. I almost went for that. You can get
You
the
almost went-
illustrated Lord of the Rings collection,
Yeah.
like the Tolkien illustrated for like $27.
So I just bought two things. I bought Fall, because I always said I would buy Fall if it dropped under 10 and it was $7.99 or something.
I knew you'd
So-
fall for that.
Yeah, I did fall for that. It's pretty good, Dad. I picked that up, and I also bought Casino because it was down to like $12 or $13, something like that. I bought those
you hit
two.
the jackpot.
That's thanks, Dad.
You can't in the background going.
But that's really about it because I think the media sales have not been that great.
No.
I was interested in the Superman set because they were advertising, a Superman 4K box set going to go on sale. They dropped it $10. So it was $70. I'm like, nah, if it was $50, that'd have been a buy. But no, the discounts just weren't quite enough on a lot
The
of
only one
things.
that I was interested in it was the Wizard of Oz 4K, and that was just to get for the Niblets to honor their mom. But it's like, because it was $10, and I'm like, nah. But it's like, nah.
Wait, how much was it?
$10.
That's a good deal for a
$9.99.
4K.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah, but I'd have to buy 4 of them, and then, nah.
Yeah. Well, and if you change your mind, it's going to be freaking $10 again on Black Friday. It's $10 every year on Black Friday.
Yeah.
So that'll be back. And that's also what I was looking at some of the things. I was tempted by Training Day because I really want that 4K, and it was down to like $14 or something. But there's a very stupid reason I didn't do it, and it's because the first run of Training Days that were released in 4K, it was fine. It was a 4K movie. The disc is supposed to be great, but they were in blue cases. The 4K, and I'm like, fuck you, Amazon. You're going to send me that damn blue case, and I'm going to be pissed. So I'm not buying that movie unless I buy it in person and make sure I get the new release with the proper case.
Don't you probably have like spare black cases you could use?
I don't. I don't. I don't have any spare black ones, no.
Well, see Amazon selling it blank black like 4K.
That's right. I did hoard up on Criterions and other things, though. I have so many pre-orders coming, and like I said, I'm gonna get After Hours, but yeah, Prime Day is a little disappointing. I bought a juice pack. I was telling Zach I bought one of those MagSafe juice packs because my new phone's coming in with a MagSafe case, so I can finally just stick it on the back with a magnet. Not have to have a cable anymore. And that wasn't even that great a sale. It was $23.99 and normally $29.99. So I was like, I need it anyway. So all right. Amazon be disappointing.
Yeah, I have a friend who's pregnant who like stocked up on like a shit ton of baby stuff. So.
All right, well maybe some of that stuff was better priced than what I
Yeah,
liked.
we looked at our baby registry. It's like there's not really much on sale.
Lame. All right, well it's in as of our recording of this, our stream of this, it's ending tonight, right?
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well let's bring this baby to an end. I think we've done enough damage.
Yeah, it's chaos over here. In case you couldn't tell.
A little bit. Where are we gonna find you on the internet, Tina?
Yeah, the dog's the one that's a fucking Loki in disguise.
They're struggling between baby and dog. All right, Tina, where do we find you on the internet?
You can find me on all major social medias under Cheddar Popper, CHEDRPOPPR.
Nico?
You can find everything I do at nicholaswalls.com, all the social network links. Although I have to figure out, I guess, to add Threads on there now. I'm on Threads. I'm not a fan of it yet.
Okay. I think Threads is going to unravel soon.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Zach, where do we find you, sir?
You can find me on Instagram and Threads as Master of the Matrix 91. You can also find me on Steam and Discord as a Dangerous Meat Lunatic. And of course, you can always find me on Letterboxd. I'm Master Z91.
So I am also on Threads, just OTS Movies, and it is kind of hard to add friends unless you just go in and search for their username and then follow, and then they get a notification, and then they can follow. It's not quite refined.
Well, if you're friends if you already follow them on Instagram, you could just auto-follow.
Yeah, which is kind of what I've just been doing so far. I think it's okay. I think the newness is starting to wear off for me, so I don't check it as much. You're probably better to find me over on TikTok, same OTS Movies, and also on Letterboxd, OTS Movies. So there you go. And I guess that'll bring us to an end. I'm going to get dinner. You guys are going to deal with your chaos, and Zach's going to get the fuck out of my house. See everybody next week.
Shit! You gotta say it like that, asshole.